Okay, so for myself, right, actually, when I was in Sec One, I was like, I actually had a very, I was a different person. I'm not who I am right today. Not saying that not necessarily now I'm good, like last time I'm bad. It's a different thing. It's more on like when I was in Sec One, I told my mom I wanted to join Malay dance. And because I said I wanted to like I felt that I was too Chinese-ish because I'm half Chinese, and I felt that I wanted to be more Malay, like how I said it just before that I wasn't proud of my skin. So when when I was in Sec One, I wanted to join Malay dance. My mother didn't allow because my mom used to be in Malay dance, and she said it's not really a good company. It's not really kind of a good company kind of people. Which my because my brother was in the same school. My brother was 2 years older than me, and he said, oh, because I'm from Pasir Ris Sec, so they are saying like, oh, please don't join the Malay dance in Pasir Ris Sec because the girls there are not really nice. They are backstabbers, two-faced, the usual things that people will say. So it was kind of instilled in me those kind of mindset. So I was like, okay. And because of my experience in primary school with Malay students, I just put myself away from the Malay students. So when I was in Sec One, I actually tried to get into volleyball, so which I actually did. So in volleyball, I was the only Malay girl. I was the only Malay girl for a few years actually before they actually have a Malay girl. And I'm telling you, it was horrible. Okay, my secondary school life for 4 years. Okay, I had 5 years, but for 4 years it was horrible because I didn't like the Malay girls. I just didn't like any Malay girls, and I wasn't accepted by my Chinese girlfriends because I wasn't a true Chinese so called. And the way I was being attacked right was they spoke only in Mandarin, and I had to always lie and say I understood because they cannot gossip about me. But I did try to learn Mandarin afterwards by watching Channel 8 dramas. I actually did and actually taught myself how to say things and whatnot. And I remember getting scolded by my father for actually watching too much of Chinese shows. Like I really just didn't want to watch Surya or anything. Just on the Chinese show. Yeah. So it was horrible. It was really horrible because I wasn't accepted at all in secondary school because I don't know, girls just don't like me. But the thing is, I'm friends with guys, and that was actually something that was used against me also. The Chinese girls weren't happy that I was close to their Chinese guy friends, and the Chinese guys were really nice. So being a girl, I was like, okay, when you double star, you was like, okay, I have a thing for Chinese guys now. So I wanted to like this Chinese guy, whatnot, whatnot. So eventually, how I proved myself, right, I was like, I wanted to pierce my ears more. I wanted to make my earlobes bigger. I was wearing shorts and whatnot. Like volleyball is like tight shorts. It's not
Yeah. Yeah.
tight shorts. So yeah, I really enjoyed those kind of dressing. Oh my god, ya Allah. Yeah. So yeah, I had that kind of but because of that my skin eventually I was like became proud of my skin. Like, yeah, I'm fair. I'm a Malay fairy lady. So like um yeah, but because of that, I also started to rebel a lot. I was a very rebellious girl before. I I was now that I'm older, when I think back, I was like, why the heck did I do it? Like, oh, just like yeah, I was like just trying to prove myself to show that I'm big, and so from being in school, it's like literally till at home. Also, I love wearing short skirts. Like, I have two skirts. Okay, I think I have like four skirts, but three is like the same length, one is the short. So I'm always wearing the short one. This three is like it's fine. It's like at a decent school, like on the knee kind. But this one is like on top, like atas knee. And being vain and whatnot because I actually lost weight to actually like gain attention and whatnot because I was a big girl. But so those kids like how you just want to think like, oh, I want to attract these guys, I want to go dinner. So I actually did all that. I do not know how the 14 or 15-year-old in me was able to do it. So Yeah. So yeah, eventually I felt that I think my parents it comes to the point where my brothers have seen it and they say like, okay, this is too much. They like, Ika, you gotta stop it. Like you're getting too nonsensical. Like this is ridiculous. And one thing about me, no matter how rebellious or my mind trying to think, right? When my first brother scold me, it always makes me cry. Whenever my first brother scold me, it always makes me cry because he's the most patient with me. So when he scolds me, means I have done the worst thing. And I saw my mom like macam she's like was so done, and I felt so bad. And I felt like that was like my turning point. I was like, okay, Kak, I think you just need to chill right now. And so I told my mom, I made the decision to my mom that okay, ma, I want to wear the tudung again. But because I was still in school, I say I will try to cover as much as I can in school. That means I don't wear short skirts. Um, I will try to improve my behavior in school because apparently the teachers are like saying to my mom that, oh, Ika is not focusing in class, her results are bad. I was in normal acad also. So yeah, it was yeah. So that was like my turning point. I was like, okay. Um, I was like, I say, Mama, just because my mom came back from Haji. So I say, Mama, you just make the doa for me. That this one will be a smooth sailing one for me lah. It's like because I grew up wanting to wear the tudung, but because my mom wasn't wearing yet, I was like, okay, I wait for my mom to wear, then I wear. So when my mom actually finally wore, that was the time that I wanted to rebel the most. Like, like no, I don't want to. So yeah, when I told my mom and my dad I wanted to wear it, they were like actually teary because like they know how naughty I was. Okay, it was naughty to the point that I cut my hair short, and it became like a bullying thing as well. And in secondary school, my hair was like a guy's kind of like short, Justin Bieber.
Mhm.
Because okay, why I say Justin Bieber's old hair is because everybody in school called me Justin Bieber. I'm not kidding. Because of the hair. Yeah. I'm like, okay lah. They're like, Justin Bieber, Justin Bieber, Justin Bieber. You know those boys like Marie, like, Justin Bieber, like, Malay boys. Yeah. So, yeah, when I transitioned and then I slowly grew my hair out, and then they were like, I tamed myself down. I really tamed myself down, and that's when I realized that the tamer I am, the more friends I'm inviting to my life lah. That's when I realized that you don't have to be loud or you don't have to rebel in order to have friends. Like so, when in Sec 4 was actually my so-called my turning point. I left volleyball because I felt that it wasn't healthy for me. I just take it as I didn't have a CCA. So that's when I started mixing with my Malay friends. I just came into like the Malay world and like hi, 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 like, and that's when I realized that um people stereotypes Malays as like oh lazy and whatnot. When in actual fact it's not. My Malay friends are really, really smart as well. And they were very helpful also. And in Sec 5 was the time that I enjoyed my secondary school life. Only in Sec 5 was when I enjoyed it the most because my class was only 20 students, and in the 20, right, like 10 were Malays, and these 10 were very close. So I really enjoyed it very much lah. So eventually it got better. So and of course me being a happy girl, I grew fat once again. So in Sec 5 was like, okay, I'm a happy girl, so I'm gaining weight. So yeah, I was this size, this chubby in Sec 5. So yeah. So that's my secondary school life lah.
That's quite an early turning point. I was like thinking later age, like after your secondary school, where you going to like young adult. Yeah,
It was actually, I
yeah.
was yeah, I felt that yeah, I would say now that think about oh okay, it's quite early also.
Now you kind of make me recall the moment of crisis
Oh
in
my.
my life before the considered turning point. My
Okay.
turning point is quite a bit later lah because there's different problem that I kind of create. So in my primary six transition to and also secondary one, I thought that's the most crisis lah over that bullying incident. And when I'm trying to find meanings and trying to get a lot of attention from the family, which I think the only attention that I had is scolding and like that lah. It's very tension lah. It's never really like sayang sayang. I'm here. Let's go out fun day and time. You know that I don't really get that much. Yeah, because I think my sisters like those, like in their 20s, as I said, and they are career women, and I'm too young to deal with, I guess. So when they always see me like kau budak ah, kau apa tahu kau kita lah, that kind of thing. So I never feel like having that sister bond back then. My brother definitely on his own lah. Yeah. So having my mom is super strict. Um, not too surprised that I actually run away twice from home.
Serious?
Yeah,
Wow.
twice, three times. I
Wow.
ran away. I just couldn't deal with whatever happening in my life, with my family. I just couldn't understand at the point of time. And I thought like friends is like the next thing. Friends is my family.
Mhm.
And yeah, doing a lot of bad things or bad stuff lah out there. Just to actually get their real attention now. So and also not them to always call me or always like um that would easily that I could feel hurt. I could like feel that what am I what's my purpose for being here if you don't like me at all? Because
Mm.
that's just what I've been getting lah. Like
Mm.
like they I don't know how they see it, but that's how I feel it lah.
Mm.
So I think before my transition to the secondary school in Dragon Sec, they they did thought that I should go into girls' home. I think lah. But I think they give me a chance by seeking a counselor lah. I thought that's a good move lah. Because I can't even imagine if they really put me in a girls' home. I think I turned out different lah.
Mm.
So I'm glad that they go to a soft approach. I did meet a counselor, few session, but at that point of time, I started to think a lot already. I
Mm.
know what a counselor for me is to stop whatever I do. It's not easy as that. I can minimize
Mhm.
slowly. You kind of expect a total change, and I'm glad that the counselor also talked to my family lah,
Mm.
because they shouldn't do what they used to do lah, in sense
Mm.
of disciplinary lah. You know. So yeah, they started to try to accept me for who I am, give me the chance, got me into secondary school. Like I think I'm a bit more better lah. But different what I'm trying to say, different problem is in school itself about those those so small things skirt thing lah, the dye hair lah, all the small shit lah.
Mm.
Yeah. Then after I exit from secondary school, I think I was supposed to go to ITE.
Okay.
Yeah, after sec 4, I go into A level. I don't pursue for O level. So the only chance is ITE. And there's only like two course. It's only like admin or retail.
Oh.
That's it. And I don't like both. I don't know. I was so definite, like, I'm not into this two. And my IT is at IT Clementi. And I was stay at Hougang back then.
Mm.
And I just couldn't imagine forth and back, because when I was in my Serangoon sec, I like 3 stops away, but I always last person to, arrive. So I can't even imagine all the way to go to school that far.
This was
Uh, right. So I decided not to, not only because of the distance, but the course I not in my list, not in my
Mhm.
book lah.
Mhm.
So I look for other ways. How can I upgrade further lah? Definitely last time you have to go through newspaper, or even someone gonna send you flyers or what, then you find out more what are the courses available out there. So I found out that I got into this diploma in makeup and artistry.
Okay.
That was under Kimage institution
Wow.
that time. So I've learned there lah. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, and I think I felt that I was in a right track already,
Mhm.
because again my key value is education is important.
Mm.
So I don't stop there. I always like hunger I mean hunger for knowledge and
Mm.
experience. So I learned that, and I also still like love meeting new people, and I do
Mm.
a lot of short courses, all that lah. Then my sister like start to see, well, maybe I should work with her, because
Mm.
before that I've been doing different thing,
Mm.
like different thing like retail, F&B, all sorts of ad hoc job I just do, you know,
Mm.
even like marketing, outdoor, all this. So she said that, okay, why don't you work with me, and then
Mhm.
we'll see. So she's a teacher in a kindergarten school, Sherry Hearts. So I got in with a recommendation.
Mhm.
No experience, no nuts. So I start with working with little children lah, 18 months till 3 years old. They're cute human being, but they can be annoying also. It depends on the kids. I remember this one Indian boy. Uh, he's very big, like sumo size and he's only like what the 18 months range of 18 to no he can walk already. So 2 years past to 3 lah. It's very huge, and I just don't like about him because he gatal. Why I say so? He's like flirting with me.
Oh my. What?
So just like, okay, one thing, he's super fat. So if he stand, he just need to lean on the table.
Oh my.
Okay, he lean on the table, then he look face to face at me with the smile, like no, like the smirk, like what are you trying to do?
He's
You
more.
want to you want to sit on a chair or you want to sit on the floor. So I always have to drag him around because he's just too lazy to walk. Yeah, yeah. So I have all those crazy kids around lah. And then I started to feel like I think I like to care for others. And then how can I go above than what I do now?
Mm.
So I stayed there for 2 years. And then I kind of like I think I know what's my purpose. My purpose is to really get a career where I could help others, no matter what their age group is lah. So afterwards, I got into a job where I'm working now, but it's in another department altogether lah.
Mm.
Yeah, and then and I'm glad it happened because that's why I know that I step a foot in where I felt that I belong to lah. And that is a turning point in my life. Yeah. So I think it's really about knowing what you are meant to do
Mm.
in this world in your life, and the next is to really take opportunity, seize the opportunity out there. Yeah. And again, once you got it, don't waste it lah, and keep on growing from there.
Mhm. Because for me, actually, there was a time that I actually wanted to like so called a relapse. Wanted to like
Just yeah, 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 yeah. I'm sure.
there's always time for that. So to me, like remember, it's always important to just remember your intentions, your why did you do what you did, like why do you have a turning point? Just it's really about in Malay it's called niat, like
Yeah,
so
yeah.
basically your intention. So uh how I did was I went into like mosque related stuff. So I just felt like okay, I was actually losing myself in poly because I felt that poly, there were because poly you literally wear anything you want, and I was covering myself out when there are girls literally wearing spaghetti straps. Like it's like come on lah, we all know how sexy girls look when they're in spaghetti straps and whatnot.
Mm.
And I myself like it could be in a bad way. I was envying them,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah. So there was that comes that point of time where I just felt like okay, I need to like get my intentions right once again. And I was like, okay, let me just think properly what I should do. Like, it's just important for you to just reconnect yourself back to why you wanted to wear in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think the big why, huh? If like somehow you got aimless in your life, you kind of lost direction or what, or for some reason you feel all the negativity inside of you, and then just come back to the why question.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm sure out there there's a lot of people who think of suicidal all this, and I think just come back to the purpose of why you were born in the first place. There's always something. There's a reason behind. Yeah. So Ika, oh my God, we like this is whole lot of sharing. It's a heavy stuff, you see, and I'm glad that we managed to talk about this.
Okay.
But I will, as a takeaway, what do you think that the audience should know? Talking about turning point in their life.
I have actually a quote that I would like to share. That
Wow, see, man.
all right, wait, it won't load now. Okay, never mind. I got it. I know it. Okay, so basically the quote is right, or the word of wisdom lah. Like there are always bridges in life when things can go horribly right or horribly wrong, but we will never know when something we say or do can turn one's life around. So I myself hold very dearly to that because at many times where I felt that I was going like sengit, there is always somebody who's bringing me back to the path. In all sort of like for some people God is the person, for some people is their grandmother,
Oops, did I
for me it was
lost you?
actually friend that brought
Okay.
me that. Yeah. So how
Sorry,
about
sorry.
you?
I think you have to repeat. Just now I lost you because of
Oh,
the connection.
oh, is it? Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah, 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 yeah. So right after you shared your code, then you kind of like become robotic already.
No, 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 no.
You may have to
So
repeat that. Sorry, yeah.
no worries. Okay, so basically from that quote, right, is
Uh-huh.
actually like for me I had for some people they have God to like who's the person that turn their life around. There are some people who have their grandmother, their grandfather, their brother, their sister, their aunt, whatnot. Like, but for me it was actually a friend who actually brought me back to my intentions. As weird as it sounds, but that friend was somebody. It was very unexpected. And I'm so glad that the person came into my life at just the right time when I needed it lah. And yeah, till now I'm grateful, and hopefully it serves as a reminder for me to always renew my intentions. Yeah, how about you, Shep?
Oh God. Oh my God. You sound like IGTV recording.
Oh my god.
Three things are three things. So one is value.
Mm,
Everyone holds certain values in their life and build it. Make sure the values are positive,
mm,
and always find meaning behind your values so that you understand or where you are leading to. The next thing is family and friends support. Without them, you will likely feel aimless in life.
mhm,
You need them to be there lah. You need someone to just guide you, say advice, or sometimes you just need that kind of wisdom in life from them. And oh, yeah, of course, yeah, mentor. I forgot to say that because certain time of your life, you just need a mentor in your life to make you even more stronger than you are, better, you know. And lastly is opportunities. So seek for opportunities out there. Always be hungry for opportunities, experience, knowledge, skills, whatever that can build you to be even better to your core strength. So let's do that in your life, and I'm sure you will be in track in whatever you do.
Honey, preachy.
Yeah, hashtag preaching.
Hashtag chatbook.
Oh yeah, meet my people. Yeah. So again, I want to say thank you, Head, for coming on board on Meet My People. It was great. We had fun. Yeah. Again, everyone, I hope there's a lot of takeaway from here. Till then, we'll see you when we see you again.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.